Good evening, everyone. Today we are going to build a funnel about donations. So let's go into the funnel builder and create a new one. And name your funnel like donation funnel. So we have a donation funnel. Add new step. This is gonna be our opt-in. And let's start building it. So in order to make a nice page, we should have some decent images, a nice header, an icon, and some description. So I'm gonna start with adding a full width section and add a 2 or 3 column row so that I could add logo and a phone number if you want to. So here I'm gonna add a logo as an image. I've saved some images for logos, so let me upload some. Let's try. Let's make it the logo. What I'm gonna do is to reduce the size of this heading. We can add a subheading instead if we want to. Here is the mobile size, here's the desktop size. We want to reduce the desktop size to like, and maybe also the mobile size to something like 16. And we can also adjust the width and height of the image. So if we just reduce the size of the logo to maybe 150, that would be great. So let's keep that as it is. And moving on to the next section where we can add a 2-column row where one of it can be a video and the other one can be some heading, a subheading, I guess. And a button. So in the background, I'm gonna use one of the images that I have selected already. Paste it here. This looks fine. Just need some extra padding for the background. or we can also add empty sections to increase the background. Changing the color of the font so that we could see it better. Now let's say the heading is New Hope for Near Future. And the subheading says we can have some adjustments with the header, subheading, and the button. Let's say the button says learn more or donate now. Maybe change the color of the button a little bit, or just add a theme that suits. Maybe try this one. Okay, so this part is ready. If you want to add a video, we can paste the URL there, and then we have the video. If you want to blur the background a little bit, we can do that as well by changing the background image opacity, but that's a little too much. Okay, so moving on to the next section. I think I want to add some padding. Well, let's add it from there. Okay, and maybe increase the size of the heading a bit. All right, so the next section should be maybe a 3-column with some images. And I guess I have more images. Let's try this one. I'm gonna color it a bit. Maybe red. Or not. And we can have some description.
Hey, Ian, after you're done with these 3 sections, could we squeeze in a full-length bar that says donate above that and underneath the big image?
Of course, we can add one right here.
Perfect.
Let's say button, donate. We can make it full width. The full width. Here we have. Is that fine?
Yeah, looks great for me to start. I like it.
We can make it glow or can change the color. Okay, so I'm adding more images. I guess I have one more nice image. Okay, this one is good. This says well, we can add more description and a bigger heading like we believe that we can save more lives. And make it uppercase. You can change the font style, the typography. I like Arsenal. No, it's not showing. Well, the builder is not adding more sections, so I think I have to refresh the page. Yeah, that's fine. Let's add some more images. And we can even clone that to make it faster and change the image afterwards, and deleting the empty columns and changing the images one by one. And if you want to change the background color, you can do that as well. We can create some light colors. And finally, the donate button. To make it more. And we can even clone the button and move it to the place where we want to put it one more time. Like remove this one and place it right there. Looks good. So I think the first page is pretty much ready. We can make maybe a footer and maybe add a form. Let's add one more feature, something like an image. And a form. We can move the elements up and down with these arrows. We can also add a small arrow at the start or ending of the button. Let's say this one. Okay, and then we can just add the last section and make the footer. And make this section a bit darker. And we are ready. The first page is ready. Now what we have to do is to set the button actions to go to the next page where we are going to set some buttons for a specific amount. Make sure you set all the buttons to go to the next step or wherever you want them to go. And hit save, and we can start building the next page. I could still go on and color it more, but I think it looks fine for starters. So let's go back and go to the next step. So add a new step and let's say donate now. Start building this page. And I want to talk about one more thing, that we can use the templates from the first page, the sections that we want on the second or third page. We can just copy and paste them as well. So I'm gonna go back and make some templates or a global section and show you how it works. So let's say we want the header and footer to be the same in all the pages. So make it global section. You're gonna have to hit this button here, and a nav bar opens up, and select global section and name it the header. And hit save, and it's gonna change the color. It's gonna turn into purple, dark purple. So you're just to be clear that it's now a global section, and I'm gonna make it a global section as the footer. Save, and let's say we want this part on the next page as well. So we can, and if we want to make some changes as well, we can set it as a template. So
Hi guys.
the difference between a global section and a template is that a global section, if you make changes in the global section, is gonna change in all other pages where you have set that global section. But for a template, you can apply that template to start with, and then you can make certain changes, and each page the changes will be different. So moving on to the next page, make sure you hit save before moving to the next page. Now what we're gonna do, we don't have to recreate the header. We can just add a section, global section, and drag and drop the header, and we have the header ready. And likewise, we can also add the footer. And in between, we want to add new elements, new sections, we can do that. So I have the idea of adding, let's say, 4-column. Okay, it stopped working once again, so I'm gonna hit refresh. But first we have to save it. Okay, so I'm gonna add 4 buttons because I have added four payments on Stripe, because we cannot set the payment to be like whatever you want to pay. You cannot pay any amount of money. Uh, we have to set a fixed price. So I have set up a $20 donation, a $50 donation, a $100, and a $200 donation. So I'm using 4 buttons, and each button is gonna redirect to a specific 2-step order. It is gonna charge one time that specific amount of money. So let's edit that. Donate $20. Donate 50. Donate 100. And donate 200. And if we want to change the colors, we can make the buttons, each button with a different color or with a different theme. Let's go with the color. Let's say make it orange, make it red, keep it green, make it blue. This is a little, okay, so this looks good. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add a layout, the template, and then we have a pre-built section, and we can also make changes It will not affect the first page. That's the difference between the global section and the template. But if I change anything in the global section, it's gonna change in the opt-in page as well. So keep that in mind. Page 2 is also ready. So now we can go on and set up our two-step orders for each button. So what I'm gonna do is hit save, go out, and now I'm gonna add 4 different steps. Two-step for 20, two-step for 50, two-step for 100, and another step is gonna be two-step for 200. So we have 4 pages, and let's edit each page. So first, here is another thing, the products. So you can go, first you have to go into the Stripe account and add a product of that specific amount. It's a $20, and I have set it up already. So I'm gonna add that product. But I think I have to first I have to edit the page, include the two-step, and then I can add the product. So let's go add quickly, and once again add the header.
Link the Stripe account to that account. I know you create the product. I don't know if you integrated. Do you want me to check?
Yeah, please do that.
No problem.
I've created 4 products for 20, 50, 100, and 200. So I'm gonna use them if they are
Thank you.
okay. So what I'm gonna do is add a two-step order. It's right down there, and then I'm gonna edit it a bit because we don't want a lot of information. So we don't need. Do we need the company name, or should I hide the company name? Let's keep it very simple. So we're not shipping. So let's hide the shipping section. So the full name, your email address and phone number, and then it goes to the second step. And the second step is gonna be your credit card information. It's gonna charge that specific amount, which I'm gonna set after completing the page. Add a section, a footer, and I'm ready. In order to make it more easier, I can just go on and clone this step 3 times and not build it from scratch. That would work just fine.
Okay, yeah, I connected the Stripe. Be able to create the product now.
Okay, I think it's lagging down a bit. Let me confirm if the two-step is ready. Okay. So go to the products and add a product. It's gonna be a one-time product, the payment, and the product price is 20. The currency is USD. And here are the products that I have created in the Stripe. They're showing. So, oops, I cannot add the dollar symbol. Okay, so if you want to add more description there, you can do that and then hit save and the product is added. The Stripe is gonna charge $20 whenever someone fills the two-step order and adds the credit information. So I'm gonna do that with all the next 3 pages. Or should I do it? Should I repeat all the steps, or should I just um,
Just create the form. Don't repeat the rest of the steps because they're going to adjust it however they want, just so that they have the form when we send it in. You already
I
linked,
think it's
right?
I think it's pretty much done. The preview looks. Let's see the preview. This is how the funnel is looking right now. So I think, and they can go on and edit and do whatever they want to do with it.
So is this
Is
one
there
you're
anything?
working with, Anthony, in the class?
I'm sorry, what was that, Jenna?
This is one that we'll be working with in the class?
This is one I'm just giving to the nonprofits.
Okay, okay.
So yeah, we just wanted to build one for them, show live so everyone can see it. So I'm gonna stop the recording right now.